We are again live. How exciting! In our very new challenge, this new sequence called 5 Days of Money and Magic Activations. I think we're running, let's see. I think, yes, we are live. Okay, you never know with this dashboard, it's a little tricky. So, here's where we've been, and here's where we're going. Today is the training on reprogram your energy field, that's the aura around you, for greater money with greater magic. Reprogram your energy field for greater money with greater magic. That's what this series is really about. It's called 5 Days of Money and Magic Activations. And why I'm doing this is because I was listening and reading and working with my clients and my students, and the pain that people are experiencing ranges from procrastinating to the point of just really being very frustrated, very unsettled because they're not doing the things they know to do, or they're pulled in so many directions because all these creative ideas are coming in from their spiritual realms, but they don't know how to organize the right sequence of steps to take at the right time. And so it becomes a log jam inside their energy field. Secondly, there is the element of really wanting to get the thing going that they have wanted, the thing, where maybe this COVID dynamic has really shut them down, or maybe there has been a very great influx of inspiration and determination and commitment and courage and creativity, but then something stops them. It's a block. So I've been reading about all this. And the people that work with me are typically business owners, entrepreneurs, or upper level management, where they are in a position of having to call upon their own power, their own sense of self motivation and self development because others are watching, or they've just got to meet their bottom line dollars. And so I decided to do this challenge to teach some very basic take care of yourself, set the container so that you are making the efforts that you need to make, that you can make without the drama. But instead with that sense of flow from your spiritual realms. So, where we're at today on day 3 is now using more of the magic element, and I'll explain what that means, of course, that then imprints out into the physical plane, into 3D reality, into from the God force into your physical world. And we're talking about money. Why? Because typically I work with business owners, so money and bottom line and dollars and goals are essential, but also because money is necessary. I mean, this is going to sound so silly, I almost don't even want to say it, but some people need to hear it because they have issues around being worthy and they just can't, and all kinds of complications that shut their creativity down. Money is essential for one reason, and really, let's just say it this way, one reason only, and that is everything is easier when you have money. Can we all accept that? Can we all agree with that? It's not that we're being materialistic. It's not that we're being uh, um, one dimensional and we're cutting out humanity. No. It's just that's the energy engine that is here on the earth plane that helps us get most of the time from point A to point B, most of the time. So that is principle number 1 that we're working on in this challenge. Principle number 2 is that we are part of this greater collective consciousness. We cannot compartmentalize ourselves where we put what's going on in our country and in the world off to the side as if it's not affecting us. It is affecting us. So I am saying admit it and open up yourself to learn tools to navigate through those energies because they are intensifying. They're intensifying because humanity consciousness is expanding right now. It's a very dynamic time. In some respects, it's very scary. On the other sense, it's very exciting. And either way, we need tools. We need grounding. We need to understand us as an energy field. And we have to amp up our commitment to partner with our spiritual realms, the realm of our higher self, the realm of our spirit guides. And that's exactly what I do. I'm a psychic intuitive. I call myself a success psychic intuitive for business owners and emerging transformational leaders and community contributors, people who want to make a difference, who want to prosper, who are not interested in being martyrs in this lifetime, have creative desires that are possible. And I work with people to help them heal the core block that is just gunking up the works, that is either having all of their efforts go into a deficit where they're just not getting the results that they need and that they want, or people who have a block where they don't even let themselves get out of the gate. They don't even let themselves start the engines running to do even baby steps. So that is the energy field that we're in here. We're on day three. We're on day 3. We are on a soul journey. You and I, in this 5-day experience, are in a soul journey to bring your heaven to your earth. Okay, so let's talk about reprogramming your energy field for greater money with greater magic. Here's the magic part. It says with greater magic. What we're doing here is we are acknowledging the fact that we need to recondition our energy field so that we resonate at the vibration of what it is we want to create. And sometimes it's a big job. Like right now, I'm working on a particular goal, and I am seeing that I've got to practice what I'm about to teach you many times a day. What does that mean? That means that we are commanding our power of thought and emotion that is inspired by our soul, so that there's this trifecta: the human self, the higher self, soul self. And we do this through our human tools of emotions and thoughts. The trifecta is human, higher self, and partnership with our spiritual helpers. The element that drives us is our mission, which is what we covered in day 2. Our ability to clear out the static that we pick up from our outer world, walking into a room, having a conversation with somebody, being on social media. We, especially empaths and sensitives, as of course I am, we easily pick up, and if we're not conscious of it, we're being influenced by it anyway. So day 1 was about learning how to be aware of that, as well as the inner energies that have to be updated to who you are today, so that we're able to transmute them and we're able to bring forward the you that you want to be, the you that you are emerging to be, the you that you must be in order for you to have what you want. So that is the paradigm. And now here are your 3 steps. Each day I've been giving you tips and steps to do. And before I go into the 3 steps, I want to just tell you about some calls to action for you. Number 1 is that after you listen to this training, go over to my private Facebook group, which is Light Leader Power for Success and Mission Impact. The link is in the description of this video. Go over there and you'll see a pinned post with today's video, and just write in that thread, what were your highlights? What did you really gain from today's session? Not just the tips that I'm about to share with you, but maybe the paradigm, maybe the concepts, maybe the mindset, maybe the self-image that I'm talking about, that I'm suggesting that you have. Maybe those really rocked your world. And put that into that thread, and I'm going to choose one person who I will gift to you a 15-minute psychic reading and coaching session. It'll be on Zoom, it'll be recorded, you're going to get it, and it's valued at $150. And with that session, you will know what to do to move forward. So that's the prize. The other call to action is that in this thread, there are also two links. One is to my calendar, and the other is to a soul expansion activation survey for you to fill out, because for those of you who are listening to me, who are listening to the replays of the day 1 and 2 and now 3, and the fire is burning in you, it is the end of the first quarter, you really do not want to drag more baggage into the second quarter. You really want to give yourself a chance at last to be who you can be, to bring your gifts out, to go for your goals, to make your life easier, to have the relationships that you want, to take care of yourself in the way that you need to, and to have fun. Even though we are watching such tragedy and frightening, painful things around us, we know that we can make a difference. And we are here in this lifetime to help what is going on right now. So you've got the equipment, and you've been drawn to find me. So you just have to take the steps, the discipline, and to rev up what I said in day 2, which is to get clear about your mission and to get clear about your commitment to develop your intuition, which is something that I teach as well. So that's what you're going to do with the information that I'm about to give you, is to go over to the Light Leader group, give me your highlights. Maybe I'll pick you for your 15-minute session, but either way, we can have a talk. And we're going to find out what you need, and let's get on with it. All right, so step number 1, we're now into the tip and the action steps. Step number 1 is for you to get clear about what you want. Write it out if you need to. Close your eyes if you need to get clear about what you want. Make it as detailed as possible. That's step number 1. What do you want? And if you don't know what you want, at least you know what you don't want. So from that, pull out the bits and pieces of what you do want. Step number 1. Step number 2 is for you to close your eyes and feel as if you already have it. This reprograms your energy field. That step alone reprograms your energy field to start infusing, injecting, imbuing, activating, influencing, recreating the energy field that you typically operate in. It now goes into vibrating at what you want. And that might take some practice, so don't get down on yourself. I know for me, I've had a hard time with this at times. It just takes repetition, and it also takes loving yourself. Really and truly, it takes loving yourself. So what you're doing is you are feeling it. You're imagining the internal dialogue, the things you say to yourself now that you have what you want. You imagine people around you stating what it is they see in you, the changes that you've made, who you are today, Create it as if it's a movie and you're seeing yourself as a character in a movie and all this great stuff is happening. That's step number 2. Hear it, feel it, see it. Now, from that space, you go to step number 3. And step number 3 is to ask the question to your higher self, or to your intuition, or to your spirit guides, or to any spiritual source that you love and that you know loves you. Maybe it's a deceased friend on the other side or family member on the other side. Maybe it's a figure in the religion that you are involved with. You want to go to a source within, either you, your soul, or a being that is of God's love and light, and ask the question, what is the next step I can take to claim this as real? Or, use your own words. What I'm saying is, what is the next step I need to take to make this happen in physical reality? It's already real in the inner planes, the astral plane, the causal plane, because you're amping it up with this intention of thought and emotion. So, what is it that I need to do next to manifest this into my life? And then we could say we'll make it a 4th step. Instead of it being 3 steps, we'll make it 4 steps. And then the 4th step is to be quiet, be still, take some deep breaths of slowing your breathing down, which is in day number 1, section day number 1. And receive the answers. Just receive. And if a thought comes up, that's fine. Don't fight it. You're not crazy. You're not wrong. You're not blowing it. Allow it to come up and then dissipate, like a cloud appears and then disappears. And you accept whatever you get. Do not judge it. Do not censor it. Do not condemn it. Do not say that you can't do it. Do not say that this is crazy, that it's just coming from your mind, that you're making it up. Don't do any of that. Instead, take the attitude of, of the gazillion things that could come into my mind right now. This is what I'm getting, so I'm going to take it. And I'm going to run with it. So step number 4 is allow yourself to receive ideas, receive feelings, receive pictures, receive sensations in your body. Feelings meaning emotions. Receive sensations in your body. And then decide to take that next step. And you might get a different next step when you asked in step number 3. You might get something else when you go to step number 4. It's okay. Just take it. So that's your training for today. If you do this, I promise you, you're going to get some answers. I promise. And if you don't, then we'll talk about what that could mean. In the meantime, that's your assignment, to practice this and to go ahead and then write your highlights in the Light Leader Power for Success and Mission Impact page. Remember, in that you need to answer the entrance questions in order to be accepted into the group. So please, if you're on your phone and you are accessing the group that way, please be sure to look for those entrance questions. And if you just really know that you want to talk to me, do not hesitate. I will know what it is that you need. I will know how to relate to you. I will have my entourage of spirit teams and guides who love human beings, who are dedicated to helping human beings get the most joy, fulfillment, learning, and contribution to humanity in this lifetime. That's what they're dedicated to do. And I will share this last piece with you, and then off you go. And that is this, and I discussed this in day 1 and day 2, the themes that are in the collective consciousness that are affecting all of us, consciously or unconsciously. Two major themes are these. There are many, but the two major themes that I am asking people to focus on in this activation series is theme number one, freedom. That we all have a right to freedom. That we are here to set our souls free, to create what we are here to create, to carry out with freedom the contracts, the vows, the lessons that our souls wanted us to experience and improve. The freedom to be who we really are in this lifetime. So, theme number one is freedom. The second theme that is in the collective consciousness that is expanding and is undergoing great healing is the theme of thriving humanity. Humanity rising is what I call it. Thriving humanity means we all have a right to be here. We are all equal. We all have something to contribute. And we are all here to serve a greater consciousness, which is that humanity thrives here on the earth plane. So remember those two themes and how that impacts you as a business owner, how that impacts you as being mission driven, how that impacts you is having greater money with greater magic, is that you hold on to your values and you stand with unstoppable confidence and unstoppable certainty that you will have the life that you want, that you will be guided as to how to help yourself and how to help others. And there's more about that in day number 2. Okay, off you go. I'll see you in the Light Leader group, and I'll see you here tomorrow, Tuesday, also at 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I love you, and I really look forward to reading your highlights. And also, if you feel it, if you feel the pull, I'll meet you in my calendar, and we'll set up a time for us to meet on Zoom. Okay, bye for now. Mwah!